John, just a little over 24 hours out from the Derby. How's everything shaping up?
Good. We had a good week of training. Players are looking sharp, and we will need that for sure because it's a massive game. Who comes in for him? We'll see that tomorrow.
And obviously good to have Rob back after a week out as well.
Yeah, no, Robbie's back. He's had his week off because of the suspension, and so he will be returning into the team.
Mate said yesterday that the whole team is supporting to have you here next season. It must be nice to hear that.
It's very nice to hear.
And any movement on that? Have you heard anything?
Look, I'm concentrating on the game. The boys are concentrating on the game, the next game. That's for me the most important thing. And I already told before what my thoughts were.
Just on that game, obviously victories had to be over in China during the week. Did you watch much of that, and what did you take out of that?
I watched, but you know, every game is different. It's a massive game for them. Travel, playing in China, totally different, of course, and then having a travel back. So of course they have that in their legs, but they take that with them. But we all know that football is a strange game, and we're just preparing our own game on a very good way, and hopefully that will be enough to have a good result tomorrow and play the game we want to play, because that's the most important thing.
Do you feel that the travel could hurt them, and have you sort of had any ideas of how to take advantage of that perhaps?
No, we just play our own game, travel or no travel. We're not focusing on them. Of course, we're respecting the way they are and the way they play, but we have to focus on our own game plan.
Harry Kill, you haven't had him for a few weeks now. Any chance of getting him back tomorrow night, do you think?
Harry's started just yesterday, actually first training with the team, with the group, and looked very good. Okay, so he's certainly in consideration for being at the game tomorrow.
What sort of chance would you rate him at the moment?
Well, if he's okay, then he's okay to play.
Would you consider playing him off the bench if need be?
We'll decide that tomorrow. But it's good to have him back, and he's important for the group. He's important with his experience, can lift the game and lift other players. So we've seen his impact in the games that he had, and we're happy that he's feeling okay again.
You looking forward to coaching in a derby again?
I love those games. They're special. Everybody says they're equal as other games. I don't think so. It's a special game within the competition, but we prepare it on the same way. It's only the emotions are different. The players know each other quite well of both teams, and I think it's very enjoyable to have that game in the city.
Given the form of both teams of late, and notwithstanding the fact that you obviously missed a few while you're away, do you think this is the biggest derby between the two teams?
No, every derby is big. We had a few big derbies already we have played, and we're still at the bottom of the table. They're on the top of the table, or almost on the top. So for us, it's an important game as it is for them, and for different reasons. So we'll just try to approach it and prepare as good as we can.
The confidence though now to come out and beat a side like Victory, I mean, after beating Brisbane Roar last week, and not only beating them but comprehensively outplaying them as well for much of the time, must be just sky high that you can go and replicate that again this week.
You have always to do the same preparation and put in the same effort every time. And well, the Victory will prepare and be ready to play this game as well. So momentum is something very strange in football, in life, and we have to just make sure that we do the things that we are doing and do them 100%, and then of course the results of the last few weeks have to give the boys a big boost and confidence, and and hopefully that will help him with his game as well.
Do you have to contain that confidence at all? Do you have to try and keep a lid on some of that confidence that they've got now?
Well, you just work on every day on things and try to improve, and with the results that you're getting, it's always helping. It gives the boys confidence. It makes them feel stronger, and so we're not talking and giving them a spoon of confidence. It's hard work. It's hard work, and then effort they have to put in the game every time.
One of the cornerstones of your resurgence of late, I suppose, has been defence. But obviously, as Aziz comes out this week, Paddy Gerhardt comes out, Rob comes in. It's not as settled as what it has been. You're still confident that it's going to be as effective as what it has been in the last few weeks.
Well, the whole team defends and the whole team attacks, so we have to help each other. It's not that I'm only focusing on defence or only focusing on the attack. I'm focusing on the team. And if one player has to be replaced, I'm confident that the other player that comes in will do a good job, and that they have shown. They have shown that subs coming in are helping us. Players that have to replace other players because of injuries or suspension are doing a good job. So I'm not afraid of who has to play maybe for other players. The competition in the team is very close.
Victory clearly a damaging attacking side. I mean, they scored 4 last week, scored 2 against the best team in Asia the other day. How do you deny them that space and the ability for them to reel off so many shots and goals in their attacking end?
Well, they have a good side attacking wise, and we have to make sure that we prepare ourselves for that. But yeah, what you said in your question, you're saying a lot, because they score goals, but they also get goals against. So it's again in that it's not only attacking or only defending, it's a team, and we have to just, what I said, make sure that we are prepared.
And you say that in terms of the travel, you're not looking at them in terms of how that might affect them and whatnot, but they've obviously got a few players out as well themselves. Does that make it harder to analyse their strengths and weaknesses when they've got an unsettled lineup themselves? Or?
No, it's not our problem. We have to focus on what we have to do, and Kevin Muscat will surely focus on what he has to do, and then we go out and play. And now we can start thinking who's going to play, who's not going to play. We'll see just before the game who's going to play, and that's it.
Engelar's on fire. Do you feel he could hit the back of the net again against Victory?
Well, for me, it's not necessarily that he has to hit the net. He's a midfield player. He has to play his game, be important for the team. And if Massimo Mordoka makes a goal tomorrow, I'll be happy.
How much has he brought to the team, though? I mean, you have won 4 out of 5 with him in the team. There must be something. He must be giving something to the team.
Oh, he surely is. He's giving experience. He's giving his quality, and he's getting better because he's been out for a long time and getting stronger and stronger every week. So hopefully tomorrow he can make a next step.
And he spoke a little bit about his time with the Carlton Footy Club. Has he been able to bring something from the footy club to here?
Well, maybe that was in the beginning that he got a red card, that he made a footy tackle. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, John.